All right, all right, all right. So we have a pretty large box from Iron and Resin. And this is what I like to call a mystery box because I reach out, I talk to them, and I say, here's a list of things that I think are rad. I would take any one of these things on this list. I'm not asking for everything on this list, but this is stuff that I'm interested in. Or if there's anything you want me to take a look at, please send that. These are my sizes. These are the things I like. And then a package arrives, and I don't know what's inside. So this is as much a surprise for me, although at this point you probably already know because there's pictures of each thing inside this box on the thumbnail. But right now as it stands, I got no idea what's in here. And these are my favorite kind of boxes because I have like tabs for each individual item that I requested on my phone, so I can pull up specs and tell you prices and everything. But I don't know what's in here, and there could be some surprises that I didn't request that I&R would like me to take a look at. So we're going to end the suspense here and crack this thing on open. Always, always be incredibly careful when you are cutting open a box that contains soft goods. I just barely use the edge of my knife to get the tape, and this is good tape because it does not want to pop loose. All right. Oh wow, there we go. And then, once you're done, put your knife away so you don't cut yourself. Okay, so right on top here we can see we have the Somis shirt. And then we have, is this also the Fenceline? Alright, then we have the Fenceline shirt. Now this right here is something I really, really want to take a look at. This is the Wincha Shawl sweater. And in case you have not seen like my past 15 or 20 videos, I love sweaters. I've been wearing sweaters and sweatshirts interchangeably. Right now I am wearing a sweatshirt for my daughter's school because we were just at a birthday party with all the kids from her school, so I figured I'd toss this one on for the day. But I've been wearing a couple of different sweaters basically interchangeably with my hoodies because I love sweaters, and I'm on a very, very big cardigan kick. And this cardigan right here is awesome, so I cannot wait to start wearing this right away. Then underneath that, ooh, we have the Nautilus Jacket. Ooh, V2. I did not realize this is a V2. This is essentially their version of a deck jacket, and I believe this might be waxed. Yeah, so this is a waxed deck jacket. Ugh. And then what do we have? Do we also have... Oh, we got a cruiser! All right! Okay, so I'm pretty stoked that I got this cruiser. I've been wanting to check out a cruiser forever, but they're always out of stock because this jacket must be so rad that it's always selling out. I've had so many people request that I review one, so many people ask me to compare the Scout to the cruiser, and I couldn't do that because I've never had the cruiser, because it's always out of stock. But they sent one to me. I actually did request the Juniper, which I believe is the same cut as the cruiser. It's just a it's a suede. I think it's a lambskin instead of a waxed canvas, but I am a huge fan of waxed canvas. But now we have it. Very stoked that I got the cruiser. Now I can answer all of those questions that I keep getting asked. But first we're going to start right here with the Somis shirt. All right. Ooh, already feel that. It feels nice. It actually feels a little heavier than I thought. It's a midweight, but it's a little, I would say this would be the heavier of the midweight flannels. I do have the Iron and Resin Klamath that I absolutely love. You can check this out. If I remember, I will drop a link to that video. I got that, I think, last year. That's a heavier weight flannel. I'd say it's probably a little bit of the lighter of the heavier weights, but it's still a heavier weight one, so once it gets pretty cold, I wear that a lot. But the Somis I would call a midweight, but probably the heavier side of the midweight. And I really like this because this is a Western shirt. We have our pointed pockets, our pearloid snap buttons, and then we have our Western back, which I absolutely love that. Western shirts, they're my favorite button-down shirts. I absolutely love Western shirts, and finding a plaid button-down like midweight to heavyweight flannel Western shirt seems to be getting harder and harder unless you want to spend like $450 per shirt. So the Somis is actually a huge win for me right now. because the iron and resin Somis shirt comes in at $99 USD. It is available in brown as seen here, or navy. This is a 7¼ ounce 100% cotton yarn dyed twisted flannel. As I already mentioned, it does feature pearl snaps, western pointed pockets, and a western yoke. And for a point of reference, I am 5'9", roughly 180 pounds, and I am wearing this in a size large, and it feels pretty dang good on me. It feels good both on the skin and the cut of the shirt itself. I like the way it's fitting, I like the way it's laying, and yeah, it is a plaid mid-weight flannel western shirt. So again, this is a huge win because I have been on the hunt for a durable yet affordable western shirt in a mid to heavier weight flannel for some time, and the only ones that I tend to find are ones that are $400 plus. So this is checking all of the boxes. I really like this, and this is for me right now a home run. Next we have the Fenceline shirt. All right, this is another one that I've been wanting to take a look at for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But now we can check the Fenceline off the list as well. There we go. This is also quite nice. A little bit heavier. I like that. Again, we have our western appointments or pointed pockets. The yoke, I think it's still called a yoke on the front shoulders. Do we have the, yes, we also have the western back yoke. This is also snaps. A little bit heavier duty buttons. This is not the purloids that you see on a regular shirt. These are heavier snaps because this is actually made for going out there and getting your hands dirty. So this is going to be a heavier weight canvas with heavier weight appointments. Like the buttons, the snaps are much beefier than on the Somis. And for me, this is going to be a really good shirt for this winter because I don't know if it's true, but I hear Santa might be bringing me a new fire pit. So I'm going to have to get some lumber before it gets really cold, make my deck a little bit bigger, and I'm going to be sitting out there relaxing with either a daddy juice or a coffee, depending upon what time of day it is, enjoying some nice burning embers. I just love a campfire, and I miss not having a fire pit in my backyard, so hopefully that all changes, and I think this would be a good layer to not only help me build that deck out a little bit bigger, but also comfortable enough to keep me cozy while I'm sitting next to the fire. Now, the iron in resin Fenceline shirt jacket comes in at $129 USD. It is seen here in Union Brown. It is also available in black, field tan, and olive. This is a 14-ounce 100% cotton duck canvas. It features a reinforced double-layer western yoke, 2 western pointed front snap buttons, double snap cuffs, and a feature that I really enjoy on jackets and coats, which would be a built-in locker loop, which would come in very handy for this because it is a shirt jacket. I will be wearing this as both an outer layer and a mid layer, so it will be on the coat rack down by the door, and I love when these have locker loops on them. And once again, for point of reference, this is also a size large. Now we are moving into the Wincha Shawl sweater, and I have had my eye on this for some time. Ooh, that feels so nice. That's actually thicker than I had thought it was going to be. That is super nice. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. I'm not going to lie. We got our little pockets here. I love the big wide collar. These buttons, oh wow, this is awesome. This is just beautiful. I love the design on this, the Southwestern style. This is way thicker than I thought it was going to be, so this is going to be cozy and warm, and wow, does it feel soft. Now, the iron and resin Wincha Shawl collared sweater comes in at $295 USD, seen here in natural. It is also available in black. It is made from an ultra-soft, heavyweight 80% wool and 20% polyamide blend. This is the custom iron and resin Wincha pattern that I absolutely love. It is a relaxed fit, and it features oversized front buttons and 2 large hand pockets. Now, trying this on for the very first time, it does feel cozy and comfortable. Now, this is a size large, and you can tell it does look a little bit oversized on me, but I am only wearing this over a t-shirt right now. Now, yes, this is heavier than I did anticipate, but I did read the description and I did know that this was going to be a heavyweight sweater, so I opted to order the size large to make sure that it did fit me. Now, while I probably could have gotten away with a size medium in this particular garment, ultimately I am happy that I did go with the large, because eventually this is going to get laundered and I'm sure it will shrink a little bit. But once I wear this over more than just a t-shirt, I am going to appreciate having the extra room to put those layers underneath it, and at that point I think a size medium would have been far too small for me. Building up in warmth, we now have the cruiser jacket that I have been wanting to try for years, literally years at this point. Ooh, yeah. I think this does also have Klamath. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. It also has the... Ooh, I expected that to be different paper, but yeah, you can see it also has the Klamath liner like the Scout does. All right, let's start from the outside, because this is nice. This has more of a moto-centric vibe to it. We have our two chest snap pockets. We have our hand warmer pockets that have more of a side access. Ooh, and those, I did not expect that. It's just knuckle side, but they are actually, looks like a chamois. Maybe a chamois lined on the knuckle side. The body side is just the waxed canvas. But the way that these pockets are designed, you can kind of dump stuff in there, and because they have this kind of angled top load feature to them, which would be nice if you need to toss something in there quickly while riding without fear of it falling out. Now, we do have a nice beefy storm flap here with heavyweight buttons. We do have a Talon two-way zipper, so you can zip up while you're on the bike to flare it up. So when you're sitting down, you're not restricted in the waist. This will actually allow the jacket to sit over your thighs and not make you feel restricted. And this is a nice, big, beefy Talon zipper. And we do have a leather pull for the main zip. We also have one zipper pocket and one snap closure pocket. We have adjustable snap closure gusseted sleeves. I think, did I just feel that? Yes, the sleeves are also satin lined, so you can slide your arms in and out much easier if you're wearing something like a thick, cozy sweater. Now, this is the Iron in Resin Cruiser Jacket Raymond Waxed Canvas. This version of the Cruiser comes in at $299 USD. It is available in field tan as seen here, olive, and black. This is made from a heavy-duty 14 3/4 ounce Raymond wax repellent canvas. It features a 9-ounce Klamath flannel liner, poly-lined sleeves, gusseted snap closure cuffs, and shoulder gussets for maximum mobility behind the bars. Now, this is a size extra large, and it does fit over my Wincha Shawl sweater, and I can zipper it closed, but I do feel a little bit restricted because this sweater is quite heavy and bulky, so wearing this over something like a flannel does make it feel a little bit better on the body. But I am enjoying the fit, feel, and finish of the cruiser jacket. Even though it is a size extra large and I would normally take a large, it doesn't feel big and bulky while I'm wearing this over just a flannel. So right now I can say that this was definitely worth the wait. This cruiser jacket is pretty awesome. I love the look of this. It just looks great. It's feeling great. And I think this is going to be a layer that I can easily wear down into the mid to low 20s, maybe even the high teens. If I pair this with my Wincha Shawl, I can certainly wear this down to some pretty cold temperatures. But I will also be doing a comparison against the Cruiser and the Scout a little bit later on, so stay tuned for that, because I know that has been a very highly requested video. Now we have the Nautilus Jacket, and that does feel pretty nice. This is essentially a waxed deck jacket here. Ooh, and that feels heavy and bulky. I like this. Okay, what about the sleeves? Do we have a polyline sleeve? We do. Okay. So I can feel we have a polyline sleeve. We have our storm flap here. Once again, we do have a Talon two-way zipper, so you can zip it up and flail it out if you're sitting down, and this helps to make it much more comfortable to wear while sitting down. You just have to get that Talon zipper back together at the bottom. And then, yes, the inside is all lined. This is also, again, a size extra large. And man, this thing looks and feels nice. I will say I have been a fan of deck jackets now. I got my first one last year and I love it. We do have, is that a pocket? Yeah, we do have a small pocket here. Then we have a snap closure interior pocket and a zipper closure interior pockets. Oh, that's nice. This is nice. Feels good. This is going to be warm, like crazy warm. I think this is probably going to be the jacket I wear once we hit the teens, down to single digits, and we generally have a week or two of sub-zero temperatures here. This will probably be what I'm wearing in those temperatures. The Iron and Resin waxed Nautilus jacket comes in at $369 USD. It is made from a heavy-duty 14 3/4 ounce 100% cotton waxed canvas. It features a shearling collar. It features a heavy-duty Sherpa fleece lining throughout the body that also has a thermocore down alternative insulation along the back and chest area. The sleeves are poly-lined. It features a two-way talon zipper with a storm flap closure over that, two brush cotton lined slant front hand warmer pockets. There is also an internal drawstring around the waist to help cinch it in to keep those cold, drafty breezes out. And just like the Cruiser, this is a size extra large. And trying this on for the very first time, it does fit over the Wincha Shawl, so I can certainly stay very toasty warm once it goes below 0 in this setup. I actually think I have a little bit more room here in the Nautilus than I had in the Cruiser jacket over the shawl, but I can certainly fit this comfortably over something like a mid to heavyweight flannel and wear this in my low teens into my single digits and probably still stay nice and comfortable. And it feels really, really good. Overall, I have been a big fan of the deck jacket design and style for some time now. I find that this style fits into a lot of different scenarios. You can wear this just about anywhere and not be out of place, and they will keep you so warm on these very cold, long winter nights that we do have looming over our heads right now. And once again, this size extra large, it feels good, it fits good over both the Wincha Shawl and over just a heavyweight flannel. I don't think it looks sloppy on me at all if I'm wearing it over a lighter layer, and I don't feel as though I'm stuffed inside a sardine tin if I'm wearing this over a heavyweight layer like the shawl. So all in all, I am incredibly happy with this jacket as well as I was with the Cruiser jacket. Okay, so there we have it. First impressions, very, very positive, very, very high. Finally got a Cruiser jacket that I've been wanting personally to check one of these out for a very long time. Been trying to get one for the channel for so long. This has been a super highly requested jacket for me to both review and to compare against the Scout. So now we have this in our arsenal. We will be doing a full real use review on this as well as comparing it directly to the Scout. Now this is the non-waterproof liner version where the Scout has a Resin liner. There is also a waterproof liner version of the Cruiser jacket that I believe is the V2, but the overall fit, feel, finish, and styling of this is going to be very comparable to the Scout that I have that does have the Resin liner. So very, very excited to finally check this out and to bring you the information that you keep asking me about. I actually had a comment on this earlier today. Also have the shawl that I've been looking for. I'm huge into cardigans. I've been wearing them a lot. Very stoked on this. This was probably my most anticipated piece from the box. I wasn't expecting the Cruiser, or this probably would have been, but I was really hoping this was part of the request that I put in. So I actually got several. I got not all of the items I requested, but I got a bunch of the items I requested plus one that I did not expect to come in. So we got the Cruiser, we got the shawl. Also, I really wanted to take a look at this Nautilus because I love deck jackets, and when it gets cold, these things are so toasty warm. Now, I do have another deck jacket that I've been wearing when it was really cold, but that's not waxed, so when it started to snow or rain, it was really warm, but it did get wet, where this has the waxed canvas. So I can continue to wear this even when it's snowing. I don't have to swap out for a different jacket that might not be as warm, but it is a more weatherproof barrier. Not going to be the case now. I have the Nautilus, so I can keep out the wind, I can keep out the snow, I can keep out the rain, and I can get really, really cold temperatures. Doing this combination right here, I can go down really, really cold. Probably going to have to get gloves to keep my hands warm more than my body. But with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications the next time I post a brand new video. Good night.